This episode of the Equestria Inquirer is dedicated to the memory of Blazing Duck, the first pony on record to go through the portal to the other world.
Apparently, while EQI was getting lost in the portal to Equestria Girls, there was some sort of pony convention going on in Seattle. I thought everything was ruined. Apparently, ponies are still in the news, ponies are still a topic of discussion, and people still want us to cover events concerning ponies. Well, here it comes. We found some news. But Derpy Hooves ate it. Note to self, do not store news in a muffin. Why don't we just go back to our roots? Yeah, that's it. We'll come up with a hyperbolized story concerning Rainbow Dash. Back to what EQI does best. I'm Joe Stevens, and this is the Equestria Inquirer. Good evening, Ponyville. Equestrian authorities, in conjunction with the United Nations, the Jedi Council, and the Intergalactic Brotherhood of Burning Ducks, have labeled Rainbow Dash an interdimensional outlaw. As you all know, Rainbow Dash has already been labeled a weapon of mass destruction for her ability to sonic rain boom large populations. She has been labeled an interdimensional outlaw for the murder of Rainbow Dash. You heard right. Rainbow Dash is wanted for murdering Rainbow Dash. This isn't some sort of existential dilemma. We've gotten over that once we discovered there was a dimension populated by pie people. Those who look into the face of Pinkie Pie are forever changed. No, this is a real murder. As previously covered, the portal to Equestria Girls revealed a human version of all the ponies. In the human dimension, there is a human Pinkie Pie and a human Rainbow Dash. Twilight seemed immune to it, revealing a potential universe-destroying paradox. Hey, that's a great idea for another hyperbolized story. Note to self, Twilight will one day destroy the universe. Okay, story for next episode. The fact that there are multiple Rainbow Dashes in many different dimensions or universes is perplexing enough. I'm not sure how a human can do a sonic rain boom, but I'm sure that version of Rainbow Dash has an equivalent felony record with weapons of mass destruction. While we could all probably learn to live with there being a Rainbow Dash in every instance of the universe, apparently the pony version of Rainbow Dash finds it completely unacceptable. In a written statement from beyond time and space, Rainbow Dash has quoted, "I'm so awesome, there doesn't need to be more than one of me. I can't let those other me's get attention. I should be the only one being me." This is why the human version of Rainbow Dash was destroyed in a sonic rain boom explosion, why the Twi'lek version of Rainbow Dash was blown into outer space, why the pie version of Rainbow Dash was thrown at a clown, and why the mermaid version of Rainbow Dash was turned into a tuna fish sandwich. It turns out that by destroying the other versions of herself, Rainbow Dash becomes about 20% cooler. Yes, it's a statistical anomaly, but do you know how many universes there are? If she destroys them all, she'll become like 20 million% cooler. This has to be stopped! Someone call Jet Li! While the increased hyperbolization of Rainbow Dash's status continues to baffle even us, it seems there is no limit to Rainbow Dash's power. But there is a solution. All of this can be stopped. This death, the suffering, the burning ducks, everything. Rainbow Dash will go back to being a normal pony if the universe as a whole will finally stop arguing and come together in unity to declare one idea. Rainbow Dash is best pony. You must agree. You must or we're doomed. See, Plank, that's how you win an argument.
600 years ago, a mirror was found that linked the land of Equestria with another unnamed place filled with bipedal creatures and a noticeable lack of nudity. No pony on the excavation team would go near the mirror, save Blazing Duck. By some accounts, he was a fearless hero who risked his life in the name of discovery. Others claim he was simply a mean drunk whom the others pushed into the portal, not caring where it took him so long as it was away from them. In either event, no pony before him had ever seen such a world or such beings as inhabited it, making Blazing Duck a true pioneer. Similarly, no pony had ever married his own otherworld's doppelganger, making Duck, Blazing Duck. We at the Equestria Inquirer salute your brave spirit, though not necessarily all of your choices.
TechRat, admit it or the universe is doomed. Here's TechRat with this week's Mares in a Minute. Stop saying Trixie is best pony. Your foolish fanboying is threatening the very fabric of reality.
TechRat here with another edition of the EQI Consumer Watch, where we describe a normally safe product using horrible details and scary words, so that you'll freak out and never use it again. You'll remember in our last Consumer Watch segment, I told you about the dangers of the Mega Bean burritos from Ponyville's Taco Shack. Well, since that segment aired, the amount of unsolicited flatulence in Ponyville has dropped nearly 35%. I'd call that a victory for the non-burrito eating crowd. Well, tonight we have another product to warn you about, and this one will do more than just cause your friends to emit toxic fumes. This product could very well suck you into a terrifying alternate dimension from which you will never return. Tonight, we reveal the horrible truth about mirrors. Also called the Devil's Glass. They are everywhere. You can't escape them. Perhaps you have one hanging on your wall. Maybe you have one tucked away in a drawer. Or do you collect mirrors obsessively, stacking them by the hundreds throughout your home, causing you to be featured on an episode of Equestrian Hoarders? If any of these cases apply to you, then you are probably seconds away from a grisly end, according to Equestria's National Activist Group, or NAG. Pete Paranoia, president of NAG.
Everybody thinks the mirrors are harmless, but that's what the mirrors want you to think. Then, when your back is turned, they will open up and swallow you whole. 1 minute you could be looking at yourself while you're brushing your hair, and then poof! You're suddenly fighting off blood-sucking beaver ballerinas in a world made of frozen yogurt.
Yes, that's right. Mirrors can be portals into other worlds, and those portals can open when you least expect them, sucking you into a dimension of horror and fear, and horrible fear of horror.
When we heard that there was a mirror in the Crystal Empire that contained a portal to another place, we were immediately concerned. What if other mirrors also have portals? What if every mirror has a portal? Every single mirror! Ah! We're all doomed!
You heard him. Every single mirror. And if you think they'll open a portal to a happy place of candy and rainbows, think again. Your bedroom mirror probably opened into the depths of Tartarus, or worse yet, New Jersey. Wouldn't it be a horrible surprise if you woke up one night to go to the bathroom and the mirror over your sink spontaneously sucked you into the sunken city of Raleigh? Do you want to be facing down Cthulhu in your jammies while you really have to pee? No? Then you need to do something before it's too late.
Sure, Twilight Sparkle went through the portal and survived, but I bet she's been emotionally scarred by the experience. Don't let her brave exterior fool you. She's traumatized for life.
One thing NAG suggests is that you hire a trained magic professional to inspect any mirrors you have for signs of ethereal portals. If you cannot get hold of a magic professional, you can perform your own test with a sledgehammer. Simply throw the sledgehammer into your mirror. If it shatters into hundreds of flying jagged shards, you'll know you're safe from dimensional vortexes, but not from flying jagged shards. Wear goggles. In conclusion, mirrors are scary. Really scary. They will literally consume your children. They must be stopped. Otherwise, you and everyone you love will be doomed. Probably. Maybe. There's a really, really good chance.
We need to smash them! We need to smash them all!
Next time on EQI Consumer Watch, loop-de-hoops. Fun distraction for kids or backyard killer. What we tell you could save your life.
Thank you for not saving the universe, Tech Rat. Look, LTT Moose, I know you're a man of science. Surely you can see that saying Applejack is best pony is both scientifically impossible and the very thing that may destroy us all in a rainbow oblivion. Here's LTT Moose with this week's Horseshoes and Hand Grenades admitting that Rainbow Dash is best pony.
Alright, you've been out of the game for a couple of weeks, but it's okay. Alright, you're a little bit rusty, a little bit nervous, don't worry. Everybody feels like that every now and then, but you know what? You still got it, buddy. You still got it. You're funny. You're a funny guy. You're funnier than Joe. You're funnier than Tech. Well, you're not funnier than Tech. And quite honestly, you're not as funny as Joe. But you're funny? No. Mason's really been stepping up his game lately. Yeah, I gotta give him props for that. But you're fun? No. The commercials are great. I love those commercials. You're a decently funny guy, okay? You're in the same league on the internet, okay? You're a star on the internet. You're in the same league with Grumpy Cat, okay? Channel that, alright? Use that. Get the fire running. Alright, let's do this, okay? Gotta tell some jokes, gotta be a funny guy. Gotta tell some jokes, don't need to wear no beard. Gotta tell some jokes, don't need to wear no hat. Gotta tell some jokes. I'll wear some glasses though. Hide the shame. Hide the fear, that's showing in your eyes. Gotta tell some jokes, don't let them see your fear. Let's do it! Let's do it! Oh yeah! Thanks, Joe. I'm LTT Moose. Applejack is still best pony, and this is Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. Now, despite the fact that the fate of the multiverse is hanging in the balance, the Equestrian government still has domestic issues to work out. Last month, EQI ran a scathing report on the lack of quality in the Equestrian Armed Forces and their poor readiness in the face of mounting disaster. No, that's not a horse pun. The danger is very real. In response, the Celestian government has actually diverted funds from their high-yield yellowcake refineries and given them to the Royal Guards. This has allowed them to hire additional forces, rather than relying on the same 2 or 3 ponies for every guard detail. Usually they tried to cover this up by just painting each other different colors, but they could no longer hide behind that false facade when a leaked document revealed a standing order for one Private Ramirez to, quote, do everything. While the standing force has been brought up beyond critical levels, the root of the problem runs deeper, much deeper. No, the real issue at hand is leadership. Normally, the captain of the guard would be held responsible for these shortcomings. However, Shining Armor has been attending to other duties in the Crystal Empire. Therefore, by royal decree, he is henceforth banished from the Empire until he can whip these guards into shape. As his first official act, Shining Armor has formed a crack team of specialists containing only married stallions. This elite squadron, known as the 59th Mobile Wife SWAT, will utilize the same tactics that Shining Armor developed in the defense of his own nation, namely, hurling wives at potential threats. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed that there has been a jailbreak at the Ministry of Love. Double plus bad thought criminals have escaped and are making... I'm sorry. Apparently the situation has been resolved. Guardsman Winston Horswell threw his wife Julia Buxley at the breach in the wall, thus preventing any escapes. He did his job. Alright. Congratulations. Okay. Thanks, Winston. Well, that resolved itself quicker than usual. Not quite sure how to react into this time. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, a fire has broken out in the seaside town of Côte d'Azur. This could mean that... Are you kidding? Ladies and gentlemen, no need to be alarmed. The situation has been resolved. Guardsman Sir Mix-a-Clop has thrown his wife Chell a mare of renowned generousness, into the sea, thus causing a giant wave which doused the flames, cleaned the streets, and raised property values. Right, yay, okay. Wow. I've got a lot more time to fill now. Okay, you know what? This sucks. Alright, with the guards actually doing their jobs, there's no wacky hijinks for the main six to get into, and therefore nothing for me to report on. And that's terrible. Alright. Well, if Twilight Sparkle has taught me anything, it's that if you can't find a problem, you make a problem, and everything turns out for the best. Okay, I'm gonna have to get myself a mask, and then I will stage a daring daylight robbery of Grand Sets. Whoa!
No thanks to LTT Moose, the universe is still in peril. This isn't working, Clank. Okay, Mason Outcat, surely you can see reason. Here's Mason Outcat with this week's Chomping at the Bit, and the fate of the universe is in his hands if he doesn't admit that Rainbow Dash is best pony.
What? Greetings! I'm Mason Outcat, reporting from Kennelon High School in Humanville. A lot of rumors have been spreading around CHS lately concerning the new student Twilight Sparkle. Most of these rumors have been proven false, though, thanks to the efforts of her love interest, Flash Sentry. It was also confirmed that Sunset Shimmer was responsible for these false accusations and has been dealt with courtesy of Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna. After the events of the fall formal, they had no choice but to look over the school's internet server once it came to light that Sunset Shimmer had hacked several accounts on the server and sent hundreds of emails causing discontent among the students and faculty. There was also discovered several $1,000s had been transferred into an offshore account, leaving the school unable to pay for the damages made by Sunset Shimmer at the school's interest. In other school news, the giant crater left after the battle with Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle has been converted into a fountain. To add insult to injury, the statue in the middle of the fountain is a statue of the winged guardian who saved the school from being zombie slaves of Sunset Shimmer. A plaque has been commissioned for the statue commemorating the events. The plaque reads, Princess Twilight Sparkle guide us. Princess Twilight Sparkle teach us. Princess Twilight Sparkle protect us. In your light we thrive. In your mercy we are sheltered. In your wisdom we are humbled. We live only to serve. Our lives are yours. Students have been informed that they are to gather around the statue prior to school beginning and after dismissal so that they may remember what she did for the school by bringing the school together in friendship. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's happening? Was this all a dream? Wait! Ugh, what's going on? Ugh. What did I miss? What do you mean I slept through my skits? Shoot! Pinky! I told you to wake me up prior to the show starting! What do you mean the audience already saw my skits? Oh, never mind. Back to you, Joe.
Well, we're boned. I'm Joe Stevens, and this has been the Equestria Inquirer. Good night, and good luck. Fine, Plank, we'll do it your way. Hold people hostage till they admit Rainbow Dash's best pony. I'll go get the neurotoxin.